A live look at Camp Randall Stadium in Madison. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Wisconsin Badger. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
When you get to Madison, Wisconsin, you know you're someplace special when you walk into Camp Randall Stadium. This is one of the largest and oldest stadiums in the country, opening in 1917. The students make it special. Every time there's a cool moment in the third and fourth quarter, Camp Randall continues to prove one of the best home field advantages in the Big Ten. Back to you guys.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Badgers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ducks offense will have the football first. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to 4th.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snaps on 4th down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. The Badgers offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here's a guy, if you throw it in his general vicinity, he's going to pull it down. Can't wait to watch this matchup against a supremely talented Brandon Finney. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking for the edge, it's Martin. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Looks as if he's going to run it. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the deal.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator, giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Makes the tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Smith dropping to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Turning it on. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick give. It's Hill. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Left side, it's Davison. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Ducks have this offense rolling. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Second and long here. Using his legs, it's Hill. He breaks a tackle.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out. Pick off. What a play by this defense. Oh, the big fella. Look at the big fella rumble. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Checking in from the Oregon sideline. Coming off that turnover, they know their defense has had their back, but the offense has to make them pay. This is an opportunity for them to get back in this game. It's been close so far, but the offense has to get on the board. Coming off that turnover, I feel the momentum shifting down here on this sideline. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Long way to go on second down. Under pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Makes the grab on the left. Still on his feet at the 45. Lots of running room. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a big play, 68 yards on the touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Follows his blocks, H. Martin. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Selling the fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Adams. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Badgers send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Direct snap. It's Moore. Pulls it in. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Oregon! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, making a statement early in this football game. I'm open. Get it to me. He's already got 2 tutties on the game. Nice job making his presence felt early in this football game.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This should be the last play of the quarter. The run inside. It's Martin. Breaks into the open. The 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Straight ahead, it's Martin. All over. Backfield, he'll lose 3 on the play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Swings it out to his running back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Badgers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Tells to run, wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Wide open, he makes the catch. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets them up. 1st and 10 from the 36. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Martin. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback will keep it. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. The Badgers looking to convert on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. On the move. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on 4th down. They send the tight end in motion. Snapped it, they'll throw to start the drive. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Right side, it's Moore. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Across the 25, he's got room. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Moore.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And the Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll get rid of it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel in the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Breaks the tackle. Maybe a pickup of 2, and they'll stop him right there. And that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Motion from the back. The play fake. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Adams. Rushes on. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Badgers will call on their punt team. Not a lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Out wide left, it's Moore.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. We're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Got to make the play on 4th. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Got it behind the line. It's Moore. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Back's got it on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Drops back on 1st down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with the Washington Huskies taking on the number 7 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Huskies with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And I guess what they can take away from this one is they're back to even, 3-3 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game inside Camp Randall Stadium. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard.
The Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. On the return, it's Palmer. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first. You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical.
He's loose on the right. And he scores! Touchdown, Badger!
And you got to love the mindset that this squad just came out with in the second half. Clearly could not run the football the way they wanted to in the first half. Second half came out with energy, with passion, got the running game going, and then no surprise, they go down the field, they double up their rushing yards, Palmer, and they punch it in the end zone.
It give the guys up front a ton of credit, too, because they were missing some assignments, getting pushed around a little bit here in the first half, which is why they weren't able to have success running the football. And they had a little bit of a come to Jesus, it seems, at halftime. They've come out now playing a little bit angry and finally able to get some movement up front. That made all the difference here on this drive with their ability to run.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Finds his big tight end. Got room at the 35. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. There's some daylight. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. There is a Badger slow to get up. They'll stop play to have the trainers look at him. Wants to throw on first. Going for the big play. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, as a receiver, you know that ball's going to be coming in hot, right? QB throwing you a receiver screen. He's got to get it to you quickly. You just got to do a better job looking it in.
Knocks him down a couple of yards short of the marker. And how about this free safety showing those tackling skills and forcing a 4th down? Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Fires to the big fella. Shakes him in, and he might take off. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat's going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Martin. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. He'll try to get to the marker himself. There he goes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. The Badgers look to keep this drive humming. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Adams. Left side, it's Martin. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And guys, they got the completion, but nothing productive to show for it. 3rd and long coming up. This quarterback, part of their running game. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. And the Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. This offense has it with really good field position. Running inside, it's Martin. Got some room to run. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll ride him again. Stopped right there.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Oh, they blocked the kick. He picks it up. That's a live ball. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Hits inside. It's Davison. He's got the 1st down. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. They'll give it to him again. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. 2nd and long here. Motion from the wide receiver. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Caught, it's Davison. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They'll send the back in motion. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
this defense so far, they've understood the mission. The mission is to get this fast, speedy quarterback on the ground. And they've got to him early, they've got to him often, and most importantly, they continue to get him on the ground and create these negative plays for this offense that creates a big hole for them.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Out wide left, it's Moore. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. He's got an open man. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. And this offense is so close, they can almost taste taking a 4th quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for this offense. Sends it back in motion. On play action. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And look at the quarterback, look at the player. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
He wants to throw it. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball game.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's Adams. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Badgers will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. Can they catch him? They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Huge moment coming here as they try to punch it in and quiet this crazy, raucous crowd. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. A operating in the red zone here on second down. Sells to fake. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Looking to the end zone. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Wide receiver comes in motion. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32. Great place to start for this offense. Out wide right, it's Moore. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Smith wants to throw. Here comes the heat, and he gets it away.
Well, no mystery here. 3rd in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. These guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
On the snap, it's Moore. Oh, pressure's coming. Nobody falling for the tomfoolery, the chicanery, and it'll be 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He's got it. Just over a minute to go. Drama is high, guys, to see if they can hold on to this lead.
Big-time kick late in the 4th quarter to take the lead. Now, not much time left. Defense has to be ready on the sideline, ready for the 2-minute drill, knowing exactly what you're doing to get one more stop.
The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off. Maybe.
What a cut.
Ground game going. Maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion. Not the way they had it drawn up. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Motion from the back. 4th down, gotta have it here. They're all over it. Fires on the move. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. From the gun, it's Davison. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Badgers now use their third timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be fourth down. Gotta have it here on fourth down. Looking down the middle. Makes a grab. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going. And a chance, perhaps, to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And the D denied him on second and goal. Trying to power it in. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One more play to pad the stats. Sets his feet. It's Adams. Here's a throw downfield late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And so they'll have one more chance. One possession behind. The pass interference penalty will give them an untimed down and a chance at a little glory. He's taking the deep shot. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
Now, I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go.
Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the game. He knew all along that this new landscape in college football would be a challenge. That's why in the Big Ten, they were preparing all along for these West Coast teams to have to travel a long way. They've been putting some sports science research together to make sure their players have all of the information they need to perform at their best. We'll see if they can bring that to the field here today. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Nittany Lions ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Oregon's offense has the ball first today. And it will be Achilles Smith Jr. running the show. And this is a matchup that we've been talking about coming into this. High-powered offense squaring off against a defense that is more than capable of shutting them down. This one's going to be fun, David.
Yeah, and this defense has been able to do that. Like every offense they've faced, they've played great. They take away what you do best. Obviously, Palmer, on that other side, this is a high-powered offense. They're really, really good. How does this matchup unfold?
You're right, David. And I think as the season's gone on, this is a matchup that we've circled on our calendar, knowing that these two teams were going to square off and face each other. So many guys on the field today are going to play in the National Football League. There's a lot of experience on both sides of the ball. This one's going to be fun to watch.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Smith dropping to pass. Look out! It's caught. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's at the touchdown, Nittany Lions. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys.
Pulls in the deep ball. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
This defense wants to bring some pressure. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the...
Makes the grab in their space. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
What a great rush by the defense. Understanding, winning. Getting to the quarterback and rattling him. Try not to get a penalty, right? Because God forbid you touch these guys too hard, you get called for a penalty. Nice job getting a good clean hit, pressure on the quarterback.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
They just keep firing. Throws to the back. Got his man. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. Quick give. It's Smith. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Under pressure. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Nothing there, and he just had to throw it away.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in third and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The run inside. It's Davison. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Right back to it. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This guy's seriously not going to go for it this close to his own end zone. I mean, he does have a punter, doesn't he? Needs it here on 4th down. Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on 4th down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He is snowed under nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires complete on the crosser. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Got his man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Looking to throw. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy.
Grabs it. He's trying to get it in. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Bringing it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Ducks sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through 1 quarter. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Snapped on 4th down. Left side, it's Moore. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Just feeds the running back. Runs through the tackle.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DB.
Looking deep. Got it. Touchdown, Penn State. He got a step and just dusted the field. No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
This offense is really dangerous. dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Coming out with it, it's Robinson. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. This time they'll throw it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Just gets rid of that one.
This quarterback, man, is scary fast. I think sometimes he's too fast. I think on a play like that, sometimes when you're on the run, you just want to sort of settle yourself a little bit, get your feet under you so you can make a more accurate throw.
Got enough for the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Just got rid of that one. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. That's their freshman quarterback who was injured on the play. As they attend to him, Holly will keep an eye on things for us. Buying time to his right. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look,
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Motion from the wideout. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Fires to the right. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on... Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Hey guys, I caught up with Coach Lanning before the game. This is going to be a big challenge today. They have a great team coming in here, but he said, I am confident in our ability to handle that. We've got the best crowd in college football. They make every game a home field advantage. He said, I feel great that the crowd is behind us here today. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. For the ball, and we're ready for action. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Oregon's offense will have the football first. And it will be Achilles Smith Jr. running the show. This quarterback, one of the best in the country, but boy, does he face a stiff challenge with a stingy unit on the other side. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for space, it's Hill. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Straight ahead, it's Davison. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
Long way to go on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's third and short. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. They are trying to set the tone on the opening drive of the game. They could punt, pin them back deep. Instead, they'll go for it on fourth down. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on fourth down, and rolling the dice pays off. The Ducks are flying down the field. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up second and 4. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Out of the backfield, he's open. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Ducks will have it first and 10. Trying to run, it's Davison. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Smith wants to throw. Makes the grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this.
And he's in! Touchdown, Ducks! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. At the end of that play, there is a Nittany Lion still shaken up and down on the field. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow?
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it first and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Running inside. It's Smith. Nowhere to go.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight window.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And these plays right here, man, they can spark your team. And the defense has been flying around, but now they make the play. They get home to the quarterback and cause the damage. The ball gets on the turf, they recover, and
wide open spaces. He's inside the 40. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Smith dropping to pass. Rushes on. And he avoids the sack.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Right side, it's Jones. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it right at midfield. The Nittany Lions right after the huge play through the air back to the line. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Sells the run, looking to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Hits inside. It's Davison. Has Plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeps it himself. Now the pitch. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The Dynasty Lions going back to work on offense now. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Rush right in his face. Short pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Couldn't set his feet.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He is...
Yucky, don't do that. Yucky. Here, get your trash. Come on.
Yeah, but I don't like the
accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Wide open downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Nittany Lions trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Out wide left, it's Jones. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? From the gun, it's Smith. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made the extra point without problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Davison. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. 2nd and long here. Smith wants to throw. Here comes the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Shoots it to the left. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Got to make the play on 4th. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. The Ducks with the 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Davison. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Going to try to get it himself. Inside the 45. What a weapon to have a quarterback that can run like that. They finally got him out of bounds.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also...
Touchdown, Ducks! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. First play of this drive. Got his man on the right. At the 45 on his way. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here.
Upstairs to make the catch. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. The extra point here would tie the game.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
Makes a move. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Oh, pressure's coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Off-play action. Finds his big tight end. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Penn State will spend its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket from what's left in this first half. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Out wide right, it's Overton. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the number 17 team, the UCLA Bruins. And it's the Hoosiers able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
I caught up with Coach Dan Lanning at the half. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Second down to the air. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
They're all over him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. And the Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He's loose on the right. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ducks. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Long way to go on second down. Pulls it on the option. Plows through the defense. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Look out! And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Holly, what do you have?
Hey guys, here on the away team sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The fake wants to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Right side, it's Moore. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Davison. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short...
Looking for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Still looking to his right. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Drops back on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Snaps it in the shotgun. Tight end finds a soft spot. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense in an empty set. On the move. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Selling the fake. Under pressure. Got a man in the middle. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Straight ahead, it's Smith. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Had to force that one.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to...
Down, gonna throw it. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Could not make his way to the corner.
The the first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Running inside, it's Hill. Got the first down. A nice play there, and that is likely how we'll put the finishing touches on this period. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Might as well give it to him again. Knocked down immediately.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
In defense, you have to have eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it here on 4th down. Hit as he throws. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Hits inside, it's Smith. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Finds his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They want to throw it. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Penn State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
And he tacks on the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive.
New position for, but I'll tell you what, I'm impressed with the Bears. The trio of tackles that they've signed. James Lynch has been playing outside primarily today. He can be kicked.
What is it that you're looking for, if you don't mind me asking? And I'm single, I mean, because I'm just not, I don't like what's out there right now. Yeah, so I'm kind of just like observing, and something catches my eye, I'm gonna pursue it.
He's had a couple of good pass rushes here at the defensive end position. We'll see what the pass rush looks like as the season begins. Obviously, Montez Sweat not playing in this contest. He was their sack leader last year with 10. Watson under pressure again. Just a 4-man rush forces Watson out of the pocket, and that was forced out of bounds. Passed over to the sideline to force him out of bounds. I mean, certainly it's going to be more than the front four. Dennis Allen, as the season went long, definitely brought a lot of secondary blitzes. I mean, their game, the playoff game against the Rams, was just masterful. I don't think I saw the same defense twice what Dennis Allen was deploying, but early in this game, they're just bringing four. And they're getting there, and Lynch is providing pressure along with a couple other guys. You saw Hardy early in the game, so far, so good. Little twist up front for the Bears this time. Watson was hit as he throws, and that one fluttering incomplete. Jamri Croma brought the pressure. So they're getting to Watson against, again, some backup offensive linemen without having to bring the extra body. That 27% blitz rate is basically league average for the NFL. Yeah, well, Kyler Gordon's going to be a big
Gets the back moving. Wants to throw one first. Still looking. Right down the middle. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by one possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Just had to get rid of it.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
He'll throw it. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's fourth and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but it depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
And it's good! And they get a little closer here late in the game.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Penn State will spend its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll run the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Nittany Lions decide to spend their third and final timeout. They'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Out wide right, it's Hill. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Turns it upfield. And he gets it right on the crust, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be fourth down. They'll run it on fourth down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Davison. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to put this one in the vault.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there gets it done. Leaning on the ground game, and Jesse, I don't know about the clock, but that thing's about to run out.
And that's really the identity of this offense, too. They are going to be physical. They're going to run the ball even when you know it's coming. And in that situation where you just need one first down to end the game, you can go out and execute like that. They're going to feel good after this one.
From the gun, it's Davison. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll run it. Not gonna get there, not gonna get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Penn State's offense comes onto the field, ready to start the drive. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Rush is on. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Rush right in his face. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. So after hitting bankrupt, spinning that wheel of fortune, now this offense can tack a little more onto the lead. They have it first and goal. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Got it back on second and goal. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown, it is a dagger in this game.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Fresh setter down's going to the air. He wants a big play here late. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Here comes the heat. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
But something stood out to you in that first half that
Glad to have you with us from Huntington Bank Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. We are keeping an eye on the weather in this one. Holly Rowe has the latest.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. So the Oregon Ducks offense will come out first. Here's the bruising running back Jordan Davison. Big day in his last game. Over 150 yards on the ground and a score. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his tight end. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Quick give. It's Davison.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Oh, pressure's coming. Right side, it's Davison. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled. Palmer, you got a #1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it?
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The screen, by definition, is slow developing. That was just a little too slow.
Yeah, quarterback just held on to it a split second too long. You want to invite the rush to you as a quarterback when you're executing that play, but you've got to be able to get rid of it, and you've got to be able to negotiate the rush and somehow, some way, find a way to get that receiver or running back the ball in his hands, and the QB couldn't get it done.
And the Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Got the back over the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Smith dropping to pass. Looking for the score. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Handoff to the single back. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Going to take a shot. He's got it down right side. Into plus territory. They stop him at the 46, and now this offense can really attack. The Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. This time they'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain. And the Golden Gophers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking for a man. It's Jacobs. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds a tight end. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. Oh, he missed it. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
Well, the upright playing the 12th man on defense, knocking that ball down. It looked like it had a chance to be good.
A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Snagged in the middle, it's Moore.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose, it'll be 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He wants to take the top off. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Snapped on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Scoreless as we head into the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. Looking to throw again. Unloads to the right. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Watching film of this guy, one of the things that really stood out to me was his catch radius, how you just need to throw it somewhere near his body, and he can reel it in. How great was that one?
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Keeps it. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Running to the left. Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on third down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. The play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They'll move the tight end. The give on fourth down. There's a crease. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. Good spot on the field to go for it. They make it pay off. Not willing to settle for a field goal on this drive.
Yeah, and Reese, I just don't know if field goals are going to win this game, honestly. I think to win, I think you need tutties. So this offense needs to stay on the field, stay aggressive, and try and capitalize after picking up that first down.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay.
He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Touchdown, Minnesota! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Smith wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down to the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Keeping his eyes downfield. Can't make the grab on third down, and that is a rare drop for this guy. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires to the right. At the 35, he's loose. Turning on the Jets. Running inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ducks! Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap it off by saying so much for bad field position, a 91-yard scoring toss. And he'll bring it back. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
2nd and long here. Looking to throw, it's Jacobs. Quickly to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. They'll try to get the first through the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Takes the handoff. It's Hill. They put the brakes on him.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. The Gophers will take their first time out. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Some misdirection with the counter. There he goes. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Timeout taken by Minnesota. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Offense going to be challenged to protect on 3rd down after that last sack. Scanning the field, it's Jacobs. They're all over him. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down.
Man, now if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs, because the scramble now puts you in a good 4th down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. The handoff. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Fresh set of downs going up top. Going over the top. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. Let's take a look at the Nebraska Cornhuskers in their matchup against the number 2 team, the USC Trojans. And it's the Huskers able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Minneapolis. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Huntington Bank Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll put toe together and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. Brought down after the huge gain gets this offense set up at the 27. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off play action on 1st down. Out wide right, it's Phillips.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Makes the catch, and he will score! Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Moving out to the right. Now he'll fire back into the middle. Makes the grab deep. He's loose at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oregon! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Drops back, it's Jacobs. Left side is Powell. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. Long way to go on second down. Looking for room straight ahead. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. Third and long right here.
Here we go, ready. Blue, 22. Hey, move. Where did he go?
From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! It's complete on the right side. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out 35. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll run it to the right side. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Line getting set on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. The screen, and watch out! And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Sells to fake. Under pressure. Working that left side now. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
Looking downfield, it's Jacobs. Got out of trouble and throws. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun to give to the back. They were all over it.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got him downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota!
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Checking in from the Oregon sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can...
Going for it all. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
He'll pull it down and run. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want to...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Play action. Tried everything to get that one last yard, but the defense got him out of bounds and made the play. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Dropping back, it's Jacobs. Rushes on. Finds his target. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They'll run him again. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Throws to the tight end. Out wide left, it's Johnson. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
On third and goal, they'll throw it. Looking to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get the turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now it's second and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, as a defensive coach, that's a win. When you can be already put in a bad position because your offense fumbles and they're in scoring position and you give up just 3, that is a situational football at its best. Nice job by this defense, handling a little adversity and just giving up the field goal.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Wants to throw one first. Rush right in his face. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Here comes the heat. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Man, I love being an edge player late in the ball game. You got the lead. You know it's a pass. They got to throw the football to get back in it. Flying off the edge. They can't block him. They can't stop him, and he gets the sack.
Making the adjustment. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
Hey man, you may want to check for this. Let's do this. Let's talk about that. Just to be a guy to help the young quarterback to study pretty early in the game. That's a big part of it. Until you get that routine down, you're going to struggle. You're going to struggle. There's a lot of tools that you can turn to, but better have those tools in place for your preparation for the playoff Sunday. And if you do that, the games are easy.
It was just critical because last year he said he was
Right happy with us from Huntington Bank Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
The Golden Gophers have one of the most unique on-campus stadiums in college sports. Formerly playing in the Vikings home field, now back on campus, Huntington Bank Stadium has brought that college spirit back to Minnesota. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Ducks offense will get first crack at it today. Here's the bruising running back Jordan Davison. Big day in his last game. Over 150 yards on the ground and a score.
Gotta tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. On the run, deep down the right side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Hits the hole. It's Davison. Out across the 25 to the 26, but needed a little bit more. It'll be 4th down.
What an unbelievable effort that time by the running back. Great vision.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Has to have it on 4th down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeps it on the ground. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
He's going to take off. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Smith dropping to pass. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Back to the ground game on the left. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that 1st down marker. It'll be 4th down. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. They'll knock it down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
Hey, I gotta be honest, I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect 1st drive.
Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive there of 82 yards, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Minnesota's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. Led his team to a win, throwing 4 touchdown passes the last time out.
And Reese, man, he has been really, really good to start this season. Last week, excellent. But you do got that one loss on the ledger. But they've trusted him. They've put it in his hands. I think you want to see the consistency from his offense, Jesse, as it continues to grow, continues to get better throughout the season. But I've seen some great flashes.
Yeah, the amazing thing is when you talk to people on the inside of the program, they'll tell you if he can keep being consistent, play the way he did last week, they think they can go to the college football playoff. You mentioned the loss they had early in the year. They can't afford another one here in the middle of the season. He's got to play great today. But very quietly, they believe this could be a special year if this guy plays well.
The Golden Gophers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Complete. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Running to the left. Sees some running room. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the 1st down really easily.
give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll try the left side. Turning it on! A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They give it back to him. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point was good. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Oh, they've got him in the backfield. A disaster on that one and a loss of 6. Smith wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Good, right down the boulevard. Hold on just
Who
a
is
second,
that,
guys.
Andre?
Flag on the play.
Oh.
Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Play action on first down. Good job just to get rid of that one.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
To the air, it's Jacobs. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Minnesota! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. And you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that personal foul goes against the defense. The run inside. It's Davidson. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. Shakes off the defender. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like we just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
And look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Got to make the play on 4. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back to its own in great field position. They got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. Looking for a crease. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
What?
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2nd and long here. Straight ahead, it's Hill. Just smothered on the play.
And how about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Oh, pressure's coming. Right side, it's Moore. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. Give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Make sure that one fell in.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Oh, it is on the offensive line to shore up the protection after the sack on the last play. Third down. To the air, it's Jacobs. Out wide right, it's Powell. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Unloads to the wideout. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wideout, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Fires to the wideout. Gets rid of it.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Come on, Gabriel.
That's life in the NFL. Suddenly, 1 or 2 seasons later, a draft pick or 2 later, your third string. Yeah, he's somewhat cast off, and he can run. He's got a very strong arm. This jump machine, his arm was stronger than Josh Allen's of the Buffalo Bills at the combine. This guy can absolutely pose the football if he wants to and when he wants to, but he's kind of just cast aside during this quarterback time.
I really feel like the Cleveland team because they've had 3 starting quarterbacks since 2012. We're just supposed to be and it's just
They've got them then deep in their own end. And
you could extend that all the way back to the start of the Super Bowl. You could, and certainly when Cleveland relocated back as a new franchise in the late 90s, nobody has had more quarterbacks used than the Cleveland Browns. That's been a constant theme going back.
trying to help keep them there. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Another third down stop for this defense, and they're excited, but you always kind of got to watch. Like, they shouldn't go for it.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Needs it here on fourth down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Ducks with the 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Right side, it's Davison. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connect.
Weather's been just ridiculous for the last 2 years.
they've gone from grass to turf to turf. That's wear and tear on the body.
You want to go outside?
I don't think some of these injuries we're hearing about, they're ultimately too concerning.
Construction and restoration is California's trusted first call.
Soft tissue injuries, knees and ankles. The hope is that groin injury will solve itself in the round for Lincoln Gordon. Montez Sweat's been in and out. 10 days ago, he had injury.
Passing game.
Gabriel, the left-hander. He's got time. Bishop Jr.
Just keeps swinging it. Trying to
tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tells the run, wants to pass. On the run, fires downfield. And his throw is incomplete.
It is very tough when you're a secondary player to cover guys for a long period of time. Great job by the secondary, taking away all the options, even when the pass rush didn't get home.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Golden Gophers in the hurry up. Looking downfield, it's Jacobs. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Davison. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple.
Oh, he wants it all. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Gets rid of it. Caught. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Lottery, your new phone company, Madison, will make it impossible to undersell it on internet. The inconvenience will be like liquid hot magma. This isn't evil. All the phone companies make it inconvenient.
After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Sells the run, looking to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Gophers will take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Just a misfire there. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Quick give.
All right, on offense, you're trying to catch him napping on 3rd and long. You try to run the football, but good job by the defense not being fooled and giving themselves an opportunity now to get the ball back.
Yeah, and you got to do a better job not getting in 3rd and long. Offense has to be better on 1st and 2nd down, so you're not forced in these 4th down situations where now you're in limbo of what you want to do.
The Golden Gophers will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. Let's take a look at the Nebraska Cornhuskers in their matchup against the number 2 team, the USC Trojans. And it's the Huskers able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Minneapolis. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at the bank there in the Twin Cities.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
I caught up with Minnesota's head coach at the half. He said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. Two solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Moves the pocket. It's Jacobs. They're all over it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll work to pin them deep.
So whether you're rushing a whole offense or outfitting your offense,
catches it cleanly at the 20. Makes a move.
Are on sale at Barry.com.
A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt. I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Myers on the move. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Long way to go on second down. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Off-play action. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to throw, it's Jacobs. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the catch, it's Johnson. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Golden Gophers look to keep this drive humming. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Got his man. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Golden Gophers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it, and they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12.
Your job is going to
Can't hang on.
We're in state became invested in family trips, gold restaurant tours, and Luke's new track. Oh, right. Right. So, what matters is that with Matt's help,
We're getting a lot more joy.
JP Morgan Wealth Management. Yes, that was just keep a mind. It's flowing great, even on the longest days. Sure, it smells like sunshine. Long lasting days. Taking a little breather. Corona. Reply on the wings.
And looking for flavors. Now, with the Zealots, I'm back. I'm back. And I'm back.
Only three Zealots, 23 blocks. I know 17 days left to call the information. Zealots helps adults with moderate to severe psoriasis.
It'll bring up 3rd down.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured duck. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker.
Get out of there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off play action on 1st down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
On the stop.
And I love the play call. Get it to the running back, chew up some yards so you make 3rd down more manageable. 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9, Jesse. Now as a quarterback, I can be successful.
Yeah, and I think the play worked in part because the defense was expecting pass and that down and distance. So it begs the question now on 3rd and long again, might the offense go back to handing?
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Breaks into the open. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up.
Nobody really shows a whole lot of aggressiveness.
I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a
That's mine.
forcing that incompletion.
That's daddy's.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Right on target this time. Crosses the 30, he's got away. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this This offense is threatening.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Oregon! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. From the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown, Minnesota! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it. His third touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Golden Gophers sideline, as the offense gets ready to take the field right now, they have got a lot of excitement. This is a possibility to knock off the #1 team in the country, but they know they've got to play clean football down the stretch. The huddle, they're talking to each other, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to keep it together here and have a productive drive here against this excellent defense. Guys?
Okay, Holly. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Back to pass. It's Jacobs. Look out. Upstairs to make the catch. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34. And what an electrifying play. Tight end now in motion. They'll leave it with the lone back. He's got enough. At the 20, he's got space. To the house. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're on the cusp what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Selling the fake. Under pressure. Pick.
That's when you can really vacate. Dennis Allen said, it makes it tough on us. Our guys up front getting gifted.
You guys want to go to the park?
Is it a pass? It looks the same. And after get that, why you're able to is pulled it. The penalty sets up the Bears just outside the 10. Space, to your point about the run game, you have to draft tight ends or bring in tight ends that are going to block and be able to pass it. That was a statement for Detroit. That's what Ben Johnson wanted, and we have certainly drafted that move.
They can all do it. They all do both, and they're all willing to do both, and that's the most important thing. Receiving yards to the list level. Those anchors your team get with the version is fantastic, and they're going to be a sound one of this one game. Imagine starting your week every week as you game plan in the NFL. There's a collection of pieces of a puzzle on the board of what the opposing defense has done.
Oh, get your rest.
And Johnson takes those pieces together. It's on the line. Right, he goes left, and you have to appreciate
That's just that's the emphasis on things are good. He might line up with the slot, he might line up back here the wrong way. Versatility, flexibility, Ben Johnson's not really in Detroit. Frustrating for Bears fans. The Lions team here, and Jared Goff is shuffling on quick plays because they could mess with teams. That's what they did in that game. And now to get into year 2, you don't have to worry as much about the deep we can install. The language is similar. It's about details and wrinkles, and that continuity becomes more and more effective this season. As we talked about, the defense is going to be a little banged up. Might need pressure on the opposing defense. Maybe on this very team.
Bears fans might say, why do we go for a pass rusher with your back? Why do we go for Sam Roush? They really do see this thing with the same lens. And so they believe they have the best tight end recruit in the NFL. And it, talking to Ryan, I'll be quite blank with it. He said, you talk about players having it. Ben Johnson has it. That is how he sees his head coach, and that is the relationship that has blossomed between the two over the last now season and a half.
Well, Wilson is on the return for Cleveland. Pass for 30 yards. Not 2.5. But Cleveland still has. That shows the Peanuts Kicks game for the very first time. And I just wanted a moment where everybody does a Peanut style dance. You got the football teams out there with Scoopy and Charlie. And nobody dances more, I think, than Charlie Walker. We have to go back to this. Did that against KC in the preseason, but now they call them Skywalker in Texas A&M. For those who don't know, that's the dance called the Jimmy Swap before. Sit back, one or the other. And I don't think I've seen him do it as smoothly as I've seen Johnny Walker do it. And last year, he has some really good reasons to do it. Some clutch touchdowns down the stretch.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know all the jargon, talk to Adam and me. Disc jockey. You are, man. I think actually we go disc jockey or something at midnight. I don't know how you do it.
There's no boat out there for us tonight, unfortunately. There's something on a Snoopy. in this hospital. That's what it's like.
Shame.
That peanuts hot. Lead the 2-minute warning. It'll be second and 3 on the daily. Backside of the
Seriously, working with the booth, man. To see you up here working in my play, it's like you're working a turn.
I appreciate that. We'll get some similarities between this and I guess. There's a.
It is really cool that cutting up to see him there with Ben Johnson. They're expecting a major league for him.
Yes.
This guy was undrafted. I can't believe he actually wasn't drafted. He was at the heart and soul in his final season at Texas. And now he's become like he looks DFS. He really needs our research. Yes, he wants to.
He made all the biggest years I had. That was a huge catch. 24 seconds left. He made the catch on almost his second career reception. The first of those who came earlier in the first quarter of that game.
A couple blocks there, that was a good chance to look forward to the Rams after the Chiefs coming up 4-5. Look at Sean Travis doesn't probably Justin Fields and Ty Simpson for the first time.
Cannot wait to see the rookie make his debut.
All right, we'll get back to this game. I say
Rookie Mississippi State with a good game down in Southern an explosive offense on paper for the Bears this year. If they execute like they did at times last year, this will be an offense that put together big numbers. They were 8-point game better, 24 to 25 touchdowns per game better. They punted 1.5 times per game fewer last year. They obviously were 44 down with Ben Johnson. The game as well. Mannigan makes the tackle, already down 9 contact as person.
Thomas is going to up on social media. Is Julian Thomas going to return a kick today? He hasn't played, but he's going to be here dealing with a little bit of this, nothing serious, and then grass.
He was a big return guy. He played at both Mississippi State and LSU. He had 3 return touchdowns between those 2 spots. Had 3 of those on return touchdowns. He was a high school player, so he already came from that reputation. Long distance relative of Walter Payton, so he had some Bears eyes coming into his tenure here. So there's some excitement about the former LSU Tiger. He's still working with Ben Johnson.
You get dressed.
Gabriel, draw play, for Booth. Come back, for the ball, Booth on the swing here. Touchdown, Saints. May have been a bad angle for Beatty, but he was the recipient of some fortuitous tosses on Blue Moon. Player of the game, couple of tackles, 3 passes defense, including 2 interceptions for Revis Jones. But yeah, good job. Pass defense. Gabriel sneaks into himself back in the end zone. John Bishop Jr. in this afternoon's contest. That's the position that he has been the most injury playing, just a secondary for Dennis.
Daddy, get dressed. Get dressed, Daddy. Let's go to the park. Here.
Chance for a time offensive offense. Want to get going? He's coached for the first time in a decade. Got to go back to his head coach. Last few years. Which to one. He's going to move down inside of 7. Todd's actually going to take off the halfback. And we're just going to call it a day. Here's the everybody wants to get up here after the balls after the last in Chicago. Minutes before they kick off between the Rams and the Kansas City Chiefs. Maybe the Chiefs. Of course, Stanton Bennett, the Kentucky State said, he says, what the future looks like. It's the fantastic quarterback. That's experience you have there. And very good football processor, high football IQ. They throw it in the pocket. I think he sees the field very well. Many people realize that it works at right now. Who knows? So it's a lot more at stake here than just seeing the overall investment in the first round. So it can pull back in there in Kansas City. Let's get out to KC before the
Come on, stretch your team. Come on.
When you approach things at the end of last season, obviously everybody disappointed. He got out. You know, he started going back and looking at himself, looking at the coaching staff, making a couple of changes there.
Yeah.
Obviously, bring back the roster a little bit. So I want to go back to some of those physical practices. That's what they have to train. There's a couple of kids that are already Williams Let's start with this defensive girl that's second first round pick in Peter Woods, defensive tackle. He's going to be asked to match up with Chris Jones and block things up in the middle. Cooper McDonald's second season, but for him to get some great opportunities here in the preseason. And Jaden Kennedy, he's had a really good training camp. I'm excited to see that once he gets in there, what type of work he's going to put in. That's preventing the quarterback. A gain of 2. Not only outstanding defense, coordinator for the three back for another season, and the very different defense. Carrier and he gets it to the 43-yard line on the game for third down. There's Roland Wallace there to make the tackle. He's the new slot corner. We're trying to come within the slot. The last couple teams that did it very well. They'll now be Roland Wallace in that spot. He was drafted out of USC in 2024. The team defense get off the field. With the shotgun, Bennett with time delivered the net. He extended target. He was looking for CJ Daniels. Going straight out for the Rams. Well, third down defense wasn't a strength of the Chiefs a year ago. Able to get off the field here in this first possession. And then throws that behind with good coverage there on Williams. Ethan Evans on the front for the BEO for the Chiefs, standing at his own 11-yard line. BEO on the goal 10, trying to get to the outside. Good return for BEO. So good position for the Chiefs. 56-yard on 18 yards on the return. This is our first time Justin Fields for the Chiefs report. In his 6th year at Ohio State, playing out for his fourth NFL team. He was the former last year for the Chiefs. The times it was a struggle really good. The team not so much for Fields' numbers were decent. Early numbers, Fields over 63% completion rate. The 7 passing touchdowns, and really a real threat for what he can do in the ground attack. Kenneth Walker is the running back. Fields to his left, and he puts it back. Fields rolls and catch. Last year, Fields running at Utah State. I think it's important to point out about Justin Fields because, yes, he's been on multiple different teams. He's got the talent. It's a consistency, I think, that people have been looking for throughout his career. He's had a really good training camp up to this point. He's going to have a lot of opportunity here in the preseason because of the way they're holding back.
Sets up the screen. Rashard Smith. Look pretty good right there.
Well, this is something that Smith does so well. We talked about last year his ability as a receiver. That's where he was for a long time. And now trying to transition to the running back. And the ball is able to open. He's able to make people better. And then he has that extra gear that a lot of people don't have. And he's able to pick up the running back.
One of the things they really focus on is they want to get more plays out of the running back. On the left side, which is close to the 45-yard line. Most gain of 3 with the first spin. The college ball, but then third SMU. The running back was really exciting. 3 years as a wide receiver at Miami. Second 7. All 3 receivers to the right of Justin Fields. Fields go screen out there. Cyrus Allen. That's the first thing they're going to get. Cyrus Allen, a lot of talk about him. Good kid. We didn't play anything coming back, but that's a look at Cyrus Allen.
Yeah, he started off really hot the first couple of days and then having an injury and has been able to work his way back into the lineup and has a great opportunity to training camp and he talked about Smith the running back in the running game. Really trying to find see number 2 for behind Kenneth Walker. Getting some opportunities here with the starting offensive line.
Second and 17. On the line is Rashard Smith hitting right to the tackle. Challenges away from football. He's shooting up. Off in position and is down to the bench. Great news, he's back as offensive player. Champion. And this is really not good
to hear that solidify his family and just the energy. We've talked about it the entire season with the man, the places of the players, and what he expects from them. So it changes things in practice and transfer from the training camp as well.
Third and 18. Justin Fields with protection. And he could really not good the first down. Noah Brayman, he can gain his head on the play to keep him pushing up.
Well, good protection here. The Rams aren't rushing it on. They're taking a pull, but still you're getting to go back plenty of time. Taking Gray right over the middle, sit down between the 2 linebackers and pick up the yardage. The thing I like there is he didn't try forcing it downfield to pick up the first down, force it into coverage, cause a turnover. Instead, taking push it over the middle for a good chunk of yards, getting better frequency.
Matt Eliza gets that key. David Smith, that's for the Rams for his own team. It's a couple times missed. And the Eagles keep the line. Delvin Smith is the tackle on special teams. He's got the headset on.
Center for Sunday. Who's coming over? David lives here.
I'm going to show you ticket on YouTube today. And it's also a ticket on YouTube TV. And every game, every Sunday, all of them. Users NFL Friendly ticket for $830.
If you're searching for a native source, stitch one story out of our trends. Taking Benzelics actually less joint pain, swelling, and stiffness. For women who also have joint swells, 100% clear skin. Plus, in the head-to-head study versus Rizzo, Benzelics shows superior improvement. Joint pain, swelling, and stiffness at 16 weeks.
Serious side effects, suicidal thoughts, actually low ability to fight with breathing problems and inflammatory bowel disease. Tell your doctor if these happen or worse, or fevers, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or you've had Dynasty before starting, get checked for infections, tuberculosis, and liver problems.
See how Benzelics performed versus Tyrizzi in a psoriatic arthritis study at Benzelics.com/see-results. Ask your doctor if Benzelics is right for you. Okay, got it. Yes, number one.
Street feet in the end zone. That's where you want to start to see. Saints really let's get back to this. Ready?